Okay, if you didn't know, I have a beef. Yeah. But this beef is about, this is my Bible beef. Or, it's not my Bible beef because I really understand the Bible. But for people who read the Bible or guess understand these stories, I wanted an explanation for why should this world have a savior. Okay. Just thinking about the little stories of the Bible at first, like if you talk about, let's go back in the Old Testament. You talk about Moses, okay? And basically, I say things as I feel. So, yeah, I might curse because this is how blatant I feel about the situation. Okay, Moses is a story of the Bible. Now, Moses practically, he had a messed up, shitty life. Okay? Like he was given, well, somebody put him in the river and didn't care if he lived or died. And then some lady found him, and she took him to, the kingdom and raised him as her own. So basically he was adopted. And then he found out that he had slave blood and that they wasn't his real family, so he denounced his kinship with them and went back down with his people and became a slave. And then he began to seek the truth and saw the burning bush and came back to lead his people to the light and helped them cross the Dead Sea and led them to the promised land. Okay. So my question is, why do one person have to go through hell and basically have a fucked up, shitty life, seek the truth, find the burning bush, and come back to lead people who don't even want to be, free? Here, these people he led across out of slavery, they turned on him once they got into a certain part, and they wound up turning on him and stoning him and forgot all about that he let them cross the Dead Sea, the Red Sea or whatever. So, I mean, this is people, saviors or whatever that's coming on this earth, they actually have really a messed up life. I mean, you go through all that suffering just to find a life for yourself to lead people who don't want to be led the right way, and then you die all fucked up. So I need some explanation regarding that. Then you got Joseph. He was kicked in some type of pit, left to die. Went to jail for something he didn't do. Then you got David. Okay, he was chased around by Saul for many years before he became king and actually found his calling. Then you have Job, who was just stripped from everything, yet he still loved God. So if all these people can go through all this shit, be stripped down, come in the world with a shitty life and still find God, they didn't have a savior. So why do they have to go out and save, people who basically just wants to go around and say there is no God? Noah, I mean, he said it was going to rain. They didn't believe him. They drowned. I mean, for real. I mean, this is a horror story when you think about the people's lives that actually been destroyed because they came into the world as some type of savior. I'm really, that's why I say I am not a savior. I do not love lost souls that much that I'm willing to die on nobody's cross, I'm sorry, or have a messed up life. I believe when you find God, you should just go to Cancun and just, live a heavenly life. That's how I really feel. So that's my beef with, I think, God, himself, I think that's foul, I don't think these people, they say Jesus coming back. I don't think he need to come back because he might not make it back home if he come down to this earth and try to save these people. Jesus needs to stay where he's at.